Okay, gang, welcome back to Alien Armament. As I promised, I have added this video. Again, I'm going to try and add a video every couple of weeks and keep you up to date on what's going on and informed on the Matsucorp pulse rifle. So what I have in front of me right now is a Brown Bess version of the pulse rifle, and this one is also the Hero version in the movie, and you'll know that it is because there are 10 vent holes right here in the front. So this is supposed to be the pulse rifle that Ripley was trained on, and so that's a very iconic scene in the movie. So very thankful to have a 10-hole in a Brown Bess version. So Matsucorp produces this pulse rifle. He's out of St. Louis, Missouri. He does limited runs, and go over what this bad boy does, of course. And we'll start with the front and work our way back. So first of all, the pump action on my prior pulse rifle works, and so does this one. All right. You'll also have the same lip, tongue, whatever, loading tray, loading feed. Again, I'm not a shotgun guy, so it does have a name, but you can push this in and you can put grenades in here. However, when you rack, it will not load up in here into the breech, nor will it connect with this bolt, which is actually out of a Remington 870 shotgun. So this is truly a metal bolt in here. And the shotgun, again, is formed out of resin on the inside of this, as well as this section here, the SPOS cage. They're very difficult to find in metal. So this is also reproduced in the resin, and it's also mixed with aluminum powder, which is what the other pulse rifle was made of as well. In the front, I requested a metal shotgun, I guess, front plate. So this is metal all the way around. This is a probably PVC tubing, which is obviously plastic. That you can't go any further than my finger. So that's obviously to keep this, copacetic with any authorities, if they think this is real. Obviously, that's all plugged up. The barrel itself is metal. The vent is metal. So this is all metal in the front here. The shotgun trigger, or the grenade launcher trigger, is in here. And this one's a little loose compared to my Weyland-Yutani Commando version. The base plate for the magazine, this is a metal one. And you can tell it's metal because these are the screws that hold it into the magazine itself. So that is a metal plate. One of the other things too I want to make mention, and I didn't make mention in my other video, is that the plates themselves that hold the shroud together, these are made of metal too. So you have a lot of metal parts on it. Charging handle, again, pulls back, snaps forward. The spring is a little tighter on this particular model than the Weyland-Yutani Commando that was in the prior video. You do also have the counter, which again is in red this time to match obviously the red in the movie. And then the trigger, of course, you pull down on this. If you're lucky, I got it to 49. Sometimes I'm lucky and I can get it to go to 42, but so that is obviously going to count down. When you remove your magazine, right, this is going to zero you out. This magazine is made of metal, but it is not a real magazine from a Thompson submachine gun. It is an airsoft magazine, so you don't have a feeding tray. You do not have any springs inside of here, and these are fake rounds, faux rounds, to give it the appearance, of course, that it's loaded. All right, so all metal, all that good stuff. Now, one of the differences between the Weyland-Yutani Commando and this pulse rifle is the trigger mechanism that actually turns the LED different, like 0 or things like that. It signals the counter to go up to the 95, right? So in here, you can't really see it very well, but just where my finger is, a little deep here, is a micro switch. On the other pulse rifle I have, Matt has put in a magnet switch, which I think is more efficient. So if and when you reach out to Matty, please ask him for the magnet switch, because this one will read 95 as soon as I get it about a quarter of the way into the gun itself, whereas the other one, as soon as the base plate meets the shroud, then it'll count to 95. So it's a trivial request. It's not, make or break, but I prefer that switch better. So again, you want a magnet switch versus a micro switch if you reach out to him and ask him to build you one. The stock, right, is all made out of metal, of course, just like the other one. The piece here that holds the shroud to the Thompson, that's a metal piece as well. Most of this is metal. This trigger frame's metal, and of course the Thompson, which is a deactivated Tokyo Marui airsoft, is in here as well. So it gives it a lot of weight. And of course, this is the cast resin with the aluminum powder put into it. Stock, of course, has its spots. All right, spot 1, spot 2, and I believe 1, 2, 3. This has 3 positions. I believe my other one has 4. So this is a bit tighter than my other stock, just as a comparison. Nothing major there. And what else? Besides that, you know, it does have the shoulder sling mounts on the back and on the front. And again, you can see some of the wear that it's actually gotten from handling. That wasn't like that when I first got it. So from handling this, I actually have some natural wear to it. But it does weigh, gosh, this one weighs more, not significantly more than the other one I have on my videos, but it is definitely weighs more because it has more metal parts. So this is about 10.5 pounds, I would say, 4.5 kilograms, perhaps. I think it's 4.5. So again, that is your Matsucorp Pulserifle. Battery controlled. Again, you've got a battery in here, and then of course the little screw at the bottom here will undo and you pull this off. And then there's a carry for the batteries. And the batteries are 3 AAAs. So you want to do AAA, not 9-volt. That's the recommendation there. But anyway, this is the brown best version, Matsucorp's. Very awesome prop to have. Very detailed. Extremely detailed, actually. So it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the movie prop and this, with the exception of a few things that, you know, the experts that study every inch of the film will tell you there's some things that this is missing. But I'm not going to go into that. All right, so that, my friends, is the Brown Best Matsucorp Pulserifle. Reach out to Matsucorp. I got some links in the description below. Other than that, ask any questions and tune in. I have a few more pulse rifles to show you. Thanks again.